larger insurance companies in the world, Cigna, came out with a survey that they had done with individuals from across the world who were living abroad away from their home. And they found that COVID was having an effect on them at an alarmingly high rate, higher than the already pretty incredible change that had been going on with individuals in the working environment anyway. What they found from their pretty extensive survey was that 98% of expats have experienced some symptoms of burnout. Now, that doesn't sound so surprising because everybody's experiencing burnout here. But when they compared that 98% versus people who were living in their home countries, there was a 20% higher incidence of burnout. The second thing they found is that 87% of the respondents said that they were feeling helpless, trapped in their country that they're living in, and defeated. Mental health professionals will tell you that these are the kind of words that people use at the beginning of depressive episodes and things of that nature. And sometimes a lot of these cases evolve into that. Most of the time, the helplessness and the feeling trapped is because of travel restrictions that were put on to individuals. They were not able to leave their country. We have a couple of people on our expat advisory board that were actually serving in China when many of these things happened, and they literally became prisoners in their own homes for periods of time where the Chinese government will bring them food and things of that nature. So it led to a large decline in the mental health abilities of people to handle their own mental health and to feel like they were thriving. The final thing is that this led to 73% of current expats spending more and more time reevaluating their lives. So we're all going through that, right? Everybody's reevaluating where they want to work, how they want to work, and who they want to be with. But the additional complexity of living abroad causes layers and layers of this frustration and hardships that you do have when you live outside of your home country to come into play, such as lack of ability to visit with people and places that are meaningful to you, lack of ability to get healthcare answers in a timely manner, and lack of ability to just sit with someone, even someone through electronic means like Zoom, and have a conversation about what they're going through, because what the expat is going through is dramatically different than what their friends and colleagues and family are going through at home. So oftentimes those communications were even more frustrating because the hardships of the North America is very different than the hardship of somebody who is living overseas. So there was a great quote in this article from the head of global individual health for Cigna. His name was Arjan Tour. And he said, quote, "From now on, it's likely that organizations will need to reevaluate how they structure expat assignments. Personal and family needs are now at the forefront of decision-making, and this may impact the benefits expats prioritize when selecting future roles." What this means is that 15 years ago, when someone was offered an expat assignment, the family and the needs of the family came behind the needs of the person who was going to work. And that caused a dysfunction within the families. But what COVID has done is shine a glaring light on the well-being of children and spouses and others who are involved. And it causes people to have a deeper level of evaluation of how they're living, where they're living, and the way that they want their children, their spouse, and themselves to live. So it's not only about the business anymore. Now it's about family. It's about all of the ecosystem around the individuals. So I'm really happy that Cigna did this work, and it's great stuff.